You are about to witness the kind of footage humanity was never meant to see. Raw, violent, terrifying truth filmed from the sky.
For the first time, over 35 plus of the scariest Bigfoot encounters ever captured from a helicopter have been compiled into one relentless, heart-stopping sequence that tears open the thin curtain separating myth from reality. No blurry shadows, no campfire stories. These are giants crashing through treetops, sprinting up cliff faces, dragging prey into the dark, creatures so massive they distort the forest around them. Every second of this footage feels dangerous, forbidden, like staring straight into a secret the world has spent decades trying to bury. You'll see bodies move in ways no human suit could mimic, eyes reflecting light like predators built for a world older than ours, and footprints carved into earth as if by a living earthquake.
Before we dive into the truth hidden above the treetops, don't forget to like and subscribe to us.
Forest Bride Abduction File. In a misty clearing deep inside the Olympic National Forest, a shaky handheld camera captured a towering figure lifting a blonde woman effortlessly off the forest floor as if she weighed nothing. A massive torso emerges, caught on camera, arms longer than a man's legs, filmed swaying under the weight. The creature scans the tree line once, as if sensing microphones. Some analysts argue it's 2.53 meters height, rain-darkened fur and shoulders 60% wider than a human match early skookum descriptions. Mountain giant said to move like a 90s refrigerator, sliding with NFL agility, built for vertical hauling and silent forest traversal through dense, wet terrain. If it can carry a full-grown adult without strain, then what else has it carried away without being seen? Unseen garden giant. Behind a remote cabin clearing in Oregon, a trail camera unexpectedly triggered and captured a colossal fur-covered being wrapping its arms around a red-haired woman crouched beneath its chest. Thick arms tighten, caught on trail cam. Fur bunched like wet roots, filmed clinging to its torso. Eyes reflect orange, scanned through leaves. Researchers suggest the posture resembles an enlarged orang pendek defensive stance, scaled far beyond known primates, with a spine curved like a bull, yet moving softly like a stalking cat. An evolutionary hybrid optimizing both strength and total silence under forest canopy. If it was shielding her instead of attacking, then what danger was approaching from the trees behind them? The ridgewalker's silence. On a narrow mountain ridge above a deep valley, a Jeep-mounted phone camera caught a hulking silhouette striding with unnatural balance along rock barely wider than its feet. A bulky form leans into the wind, filmed from below. Steps heavy as buffalo, yet quiet as snowfall. The figure pauses and turns, caught on the slope. Biologists note its extreme limb length and forward-weighted gait suggest adaptation for steep terrain, hips rotating like a tightrope walker but with the mass of a compact car, echoing old Yeti morphology theories of creatures optimized for thin air and rapid vertical migration. If it wasn't afraid of the vehicle below, what exactly was it listening for further up the ridge? Helicopter shadow form. From a forestry helicopter circling a dense Montana zone, the camera operator zoomed in on a dark figure weaving between fir trees at a speed no known creature of that size should achieve. The outline darts, filmed from above. Arms swing past the knees, caught on video. It disappears under branches without breaking a twig. Experts argue such movement implies tendon elasticity and rotational hip power far beyond human limits, like an overgrown ape fused with predator biomechanics, moving with a smoke-like glide described in old tribal accounts of skookum spirits that bend pathways, not branches. If it sensed the helicopter above, yet didn't flee, was it confident we couldn't follow, or simply accustomed to being watched? Backtrail pursuer footage. On a quiet forest trail, a man live-streaming his walk suddenly stiffened as a massive shape loomed behind him, closing the distance with silent, deliberate steps. A brown mass approaches, caught on the back camera, gait steady, filmed closing ground. Eyes glow faintly, scanned between trunks. Some researchers theorize this slow, intentional pursuit resembles territorial pacing, arms long, shoulders sloped, posture meant to intimidate without wasting energy, like a grizzly with a primate's precision, moving with the eerie softness of a cat stalking prey, despite its colossal size. If it chose to walk instead of run, was it signaling control over the situation? Night road blocker tape. On a remote dirt road in deep forest, A dashcam recorded a towering figure stepping into the beam of the headlights, chest exposed and limbs hanging unnaturally low. A hulking body stands still, filmed dead center. Breath fogs in the cold light, caught in the beam. Its shadow floods across the hood, scanned by both lights. Investigators note the creature's torso and fat distribution mimic cold climate primates, yet its stance, broad as a Texas freezer wall, suggests confidence instead of fear, hinting at an organism built for night dominance, heat retention, and territorial standoffs. If it chose to block the road instead of vanishing into the dark, was it warning the driver or testing human reaction? Red Ridgeline drifter. Leak. From a distant hillside, a passenger zoomed their phone at a reddish figure moving across loose shale with impossible balance, upright and purposeful. A tall silhouette crosses open rock, filmed live. Fur vibrates in the wind, caught in motion. The head tilts up briefly, scanning the valley. Analysts point to its coloration and proportions. Thin, long-limbed, famine-resistant, resembling early Wendigo folklore before supernatural exaggerations, describing mountain hunters with light but powerful bone frames, moving like refrigerator-sized shadows gliding over stone. If it wanders openly in daylight, how many more remain unseen only because they choose the blind spots humans never look at? White fury in the pines. Deep in a snow-covered trail, a hiker's phone captured a towering white fur figure lunging toward a fallen camper while the group screamed and scrambled behind trees. A pale mass charges, caught on camera. Limbs swing wide, filmed thrashing snow. The creature's roar shakes branches, scanned in raw fear. Some researchers argue its unusual light-colored fur, rare in reported encounters, may indicate cold-adapted subspecies with dense insulation and shoulder width like a steel locker, moving with the violent speed of a bull, yet the precision of a mountain cat. Perhaps an evolutionary response to winter hunting efficiency, where silence becomes deadlier than strength. If it was defending territory rather than attacking outright, then what invisible boundary did the hikers unknowingly cross? Backyard breach incident. In a quiet woodland picnic area, a family's outdoor camera picked up a massive figure advancing behind the trees toward a man in a red shirt before anyone realized what was happening. A dark shape emerges, caught on camera. It closes the distance, filmed between trunks. Head tilts low, scanned toward the seated group. Analysts suggest this behavior aligns with ambush curiosity. Arms long enough to reach the knees, torso rocking forward like a predator gauging movement, moving with the eerie stillness of something that knows humans rarely look behind their own gatherings until too late. If it approached this close in daylight without fear, how often has it watched similar groups unnoticed? Outhouse midnight strike. A rural cabin's infrared camera recorded a massive silhouette slamming both hands against a wooden outhouse door marked with a crescent moon. A heavy arm swings, caught on night cam. Fur reflects faint silver, filmed in low light. The door shudders violently, scanned in grainy blur. Experts propose this could be resource-driven behavior, seeking heat, scent, or movement, suggesting an animal with human-like awareness of enclosed spaces. Its 2.5-meter frame moving with buffalo weight, but the silent anticipation of a stalking feline, a blend consistent with skookum folklore describing night giants that test structures before breaking them. If it knew someone was inside, was it trying to reach them or flush them out into the dark? Forest charge scenario. A soldier's helmet camera captured a massive dark figure exploding from between the trees, mouth open in a silent scream as it sprinted toward the squad's position. A black mass rushes forward, caught on helmet cam. Arms hammer the air, filmed in blur. Its feet barely touch ground, scanned with panic. Some biologists argue its terrifying acceleration hints at tendon recoil and lung capacity far beyond known primates, like an NFL linebacker fused with a panther, moving with a force that suggests not random aggression, but a territorial blitz response similar to alpha gorillas, except scaled to a 3-meter frame with near-silent footfall. If something that size can sprint without warning, what chance would any human have if it truly intended to close the distance? Colorado Ridgeline red form. During a tourist recording in Colorado, viewers spotted a reddish figure moving along the steep slope, stirring debate online and sparking over 1 million comments. A lone shape crosses open ground, caught on zoom. Fur glints copper, filmed between pines. The figure never looks back, scanned by the crowd online. Analysts note its long, rhythmic gait and upright posture share eerie similarities with early Wendigo-like descriptions. Creatures adapted to high-altitude dryness, bone-light yet strong, moving like a refrigerator-sized shadow skating over loose rock without slipping, raising theories of evolutionary offshoots built for endurance rather than stealth. If it wasn't trying to hide, was it intentionally letting itself be seen? Treeline approach footage. A shaky phone recording shows a massive figure advancing slowly through a thin forest line, keeping its head low while its arms swing past its knees in a controlled rhythm. A hulking form advances, caught on video. Branches sway behind it, filmed in eerie calm. Its eyes reflect faint amber, scanned through branches. Some field specialists speculate this slow, measured approach reflects calculated stalking. Shoulders broad as a freezer door, yet steps soft as a hunting bobcat, suggesting a creature adapted for ambush in dense undergrowth where silence is the ultimate evolutionary advantage. If it moved this quietly while visible, how silent could it be when it chooses to disappear? Glacier Pass Drifter. Seen from a car window on a remote mountain pass, a towering figure trudges through deep snow as if the drifts were shallow puddles. A dark mass pushes forward, caught on moving cam. Snow parts around its legs, filmed in slow motion. Its breath clouds the air, scanned against the gray sky. Researchers argue such locomotion implies extreme quadriceps strength and low-temperature endurance. Fur thick and matted from frost, arms swinging like weighted pendulums, matching cold-adapted cryptid theory where creatures become living snowplows, moving smoother than any human could in chest-deep powder. If it can travel effortlessly through terrain that would trap us instantly, where exactly does it go when storms erase its tracks? Blurred giant in the haze. While a car sped along a highland trail, a passenger's shaky phone captured a towering figure moving through drifting fog between sparse pine trunks. A pale form steps forward, caught on camera. Arms sway low, filmed through mist. Its outline vanishes, scanned in a blink. Some researchers argue its unusual grayish fur and wide torso suggest a cold-adapted variant, 2.3 meters to 3 meters tall, with muscle density suited for thin-air environments, moving like a refrigerator from the 90s, but gliding with the smoothness of an NFL sprinter on uneven terrain, hinting at evolutionary pressure, favoring silent traversal through high-altitude fog. If it disappears this easily in daylight haze, what happens when the fog gets thicker at night? Greenwood Watcher. Footage. Deep in a lush Pacific Northwest forest, a hiker's rear phone camera picked up a massive dark figure standing perfectly still behind layered foliage as if waiting for someone to turn around. A shadowed bulk stands, caught on camera. Fur obscured by leaves, filmed through green. The head tilts slightly, scanned in total silence. Analysts note its stillness resembles ambush primates, shoulders 60% wider than humans, arms almost dragging past knees, suggesting a creature optimized not for sprinting, but for patient observation, blending among trunks like a living void capable of holding position for hours. If it was already watching before the camera turned, how many minutes had it been standing there unseen? Red Lake Phantom Reel. An old film reel reportedly found in an Alabama attic shows a dark, crouched shape moving across thin fog over a lake just before sunrise. A bent silhouette crawls, caught on film. Mist coils around its limbs, filmed at low angle. Its reflection flickers, scanned across the water. Some theorists claim the creature's posture, knuckle-walking but shifting upright at intervals, matches descriptions of pre-modern hominins adapted for shoreline foraging, with a spine curved like a buffalo, but movement silent as a stalking cat, perhaps an evolutionary remnant optimized for both swimming and land traversal. If it was searching the water surface, what exactly was it expecting to find in the fog? Drone cold track record. January 11th, 2023, a drone surveying Cascade Mountains in Oregon recorded a large figure walking alone across a snowfield, leaving deep, uniform tracks. A dark body trudges, caught from above. Steps punch into snow, filmed cleanly. Its head never turns, scanned by the drone lens. Experts speculate the creature's stride length and weight distribution suggest a frame exceeding 2.5 millimeters with hip rotation like a long-distance endurance animal, moving smoother than any human in snow that deep, almost as if its center of gravity was engineered for winter terrain. If it knew the drone was above and didn't react, does that mean it has encountered machines before? Tundra Chaser Incident. During a snowfield joyride, two men on ATVs filmed a massive fur-covered figure running behind them with alarming speed despite the uneven tundra. A dark form sprints, caught on front cam. Arms pump like pistons, filmed in pursuit. Its breath fogs the air, scanned in bursts. Biomechanists suggest this chase pattern hints at tendon elasticity and lung capacity rivaling large mammals, with shoulders broad as a Texas cold storage wall, yet movement so smooth it resembles a marathon runner adapted for sub-zero climates, able to maintain lethal speed over long distances. If it wasn't sprinting at full power, how fast could it truly go? Clear-cut shadow evidence. In a partially cleared forest plot, a distant phone zoom captured a tall, lean figure striding across open ground where it should have been impossible to hide. A long silhouette crosses, caught on video. Legs move with measured rhythm, filmed plainly. Its arms hang far below the waist, scanned in daylight. Some analysts compare the lanky body shape to early orang-pendek legends, scaled up dramatically, indicating a possible evolutionary offshoot built for stealth in sparse forests, a creature that uses stillness and open distance as camouflage instead of hiding among trees. If it chooses open ground willingly, how confident must it be in its ability to vanish at will? Four-limbed beast migration. On the edge of farmland at dusk, a phone captured a massive black-furred creature moving on all fours with unsettling smoothness, neither bear-like nor human-like in proportion. A hulking figure crawls, caught on camera. Back rises and falls, filmed in silhouettes. It shifts weight silently, scanned across dirt. Some biologists propose this quadrupedal movement may hint at a transitional gait, arms longer than legs, spine angled like a hybrid predator, combining brute strength with silent gliding, an evolutionary compromise enabling both sprinting and stealth across open fields. If this is how it moves when unbothered, what would it look like when it decides to hunt? Redwood drifter sighting. In the dense redwood belt of Northern California, a hiker's accidental phone recording caught a reddish-brown giant striding between colossal trunks as beams of sunlight hit its fur. A broad back turns, caught on camera. Fur glows copper, filmed through shifting light. One long arm swings low, scanned past the ferns. Researchers suggest its reddish coloration may indicate a separate lineage adapted to high canopy forests. Shoulders wider than a freezer wall, but movement soft and deliberate, gliding like an NFL athlete balancing on fallen logs as if its skeleton evolved to move through vertical labyrinths of ancient trees. If it can blend into redwood shadows this perfectly, how many have walked past hikers without being noticed? Porch knocker incident. A home security doorbell captured a towering creature pounding on the front door, its massive hand spanning nearly the width of the frame as it leaned into the camera lens. A fist rises, caught on cam. Thick fur ripples, filmed inches away. Breath fogs the glass, scanned in close. Some analysts theorize this behavior resembles resource testing, an apex scavenger checking human structures for weakness. Its three-malar frame and extended arms suggesting bone density like reinforced lumber, moving with power but unsettlingly quiet for something the size of a compact car. If it wasn't trying to break in, then what was it trying to hear on the other side of the door? Oklahoma giant strider. Across a wide clearing in Oklahoma, a massive barrel-chested figure walked steadily through the brush, swaying side to side with a deliberate, heavy rhythm. A bulky silhouette advances, caught on camera. Arms hang past the knees, filmed in clear daylight. Its chest heaves slowly, scanned between trees. Experts propose this unusually heavy torso might indicate a cold season metabolic adaptation, fat layering like a grizzly, but gait smooth as a stalking cat, implying a creature evolved for long winters, conserving energy with each slow but powerful step. If this was its relaxed pace, how unstoppable would it become at full speed? Barnyard pen breach. A night vision barn camera recorded a large figure climbing over a livestock pen while a dog barked furiously below, the creature's massive arms dwarfing the wooden rails. A shadow drops down, caught on night cam. Wood creaks loudly, filmed in eerie grain. The dog recoils slightly, scanned with glowing eyes. Analysts suspect the creature's limb length and grip strength hint at primate-like dexterity, combined with bulk suited for brute force, enabling it to scale barriers like a predator testing defenses, its movement heavy as a buffalo yet precise as a cougar on a hunt. If it came this close to the animals without killing them, was it scouting the barn for a future return? Tree Scraper Encounter. A phone recording in a quiet pine grove shows a tall figure standing behind a tree, gripping the trunk with both hands as if listening to vibrations in the ground. A dark form clings, caught between trunks, shoulders tilt forward, filmed in stillness, its fingers wrap bark, scanned with tension. Some biologists speculate this behavior suggests seismic sensitivity, ears, joints, and tendons tuned to detect distant movement, matching indigenous accounts of forest beings that hear footsteps through the roots, using trees like antennae to map living things around them. If it was feeling the vibrations of something nearby, what exactly was moving that we couldn't see? Night fence standoff. A trail-mounted infrared camera captured a colossal figure standing behind a livestock fence, its eyes glowing white as a lone farm dog confronted it from several yards away. A hulking mass stares, caught on night cam. Arms hang motionless, filmed under faint IR light. Its broad chest rises slowly, scanned through darkness. Researchers note the creature's posture, upright, immobile, confident, resembles dominance display behavior, arms long and heavy yet controlled, built like a 90s refrigerator but poised like a panther ready to spring, suggesting an apex animal comfortable around human settlement. If it wasn't afraid of the fence or the dog, what boundary was it deciding whether to cross? Forest Guardian Pair. Hidden camera footage in a thick woodland captured a towering figure partially emerging from behind a tree, and beside it, a smaller creature peering curiously from the shadows. A giant silhouette leans caught on camera. A smaller shape mirrors it, filmed below. Both pairs of eyes reflect faint light, scanned in silence. Some analysts theorize this could indicate family group behavior, suggesting Bigfoot may not be solitary, but operate in protective clusters, with the adult's massive frame, shoulders wider than human possibility, acting as shield, while the juvenile displays early features of elongated arms and dense fur, hinting at inherited adaptation for deep forest survival. If a pair is standing this close to the camera, how many more remain hidden just beyond the lens? Alleyway confrontation. In a cramped neighborhood alley barely wide enough for two people, a towering Bigfoot-like figure advanced toward a terrified man cornered between peeling walls and scattered buckets. A massive arm rises, caught at arm's length. Feet drag asphalt, filmed in tight quarters. Its breath huffs sharply, scanned across the alley echo. Researchers propose this rare urban intrusion may occur when deep forest food sources collapse, pushing an apex forager into human settlements. Its 2.5 meters bulk, constrained by walls not built for something that moves like a power lifter combined with a silverback, yet still navigating angles with disturbing precision. If it can squeeze through an alley this narrow, where else in the city could it slip into without anyone noticing? Riverside leviathan struggle. On a misty riverbank beneath towering evergreen cliffs, a large fur-covered figure wrestled a colossal octopus-like creature dragged halfway from the water. A muddy arm yanks, caught on the shoreline. Tentacles thrash violently, filmed beside stones. Water churns upward, scanned through cold mist. Some analysts believe this depicts opportunistic predation, Bigfoot scavenging a deep-water leviathan forced ashore, suggesting immense grip strength and fearlessness around aquatic megafauna, a combination implying a dietary adaptability far beyond normal terrestrial predators. If it is comfortable fighting something with 8 limbs, what else does it routinely hunt that we've never seen? Thicket shadow uprising. Hidden behind dense, tangled branches, a hulking dark form shifted between trunks just long enough for a startled hiker to capture before it slipped deeper into foliage. A broad silhouette sways, caught between branches. Fur blends perfectly, filmed through cluttered brush. A single eye glints briefly, scanned in dim light. Experts argue its camouflage resembles adaptive stillness, an ability to vanish in plain sight via posture control, suggesting a species evolved for silent observation. Its body compact yet powerful, able to freeze like a statue until prey or humans pass by unaware. If this was just one glimpse, how many hours had it been watching from that same spot beforehand? Ridgeline Strider footage. A night vision forest camera recorded a solitary figure trekking steadily down a long, straight trail, its outline unmistakable despite the infrared haze. A lone walker advances, caught in grayscale, arms swing low, filmed with perfect rhythm. Its gait stays consistent, scanned under tall pines. Researchers propose the creature's unwavering pace hints at migratory behavior, routine night travel along fixed routes, its muscular silhouette barely shifting, built for endurance like a marathon runner the size of a moose, crossing miles without tiring. If this is only one point on its route, how many other cameras did it pass without triggering? Gentle giant with bunny. Leaning peacefully against a tree trunk, a light-furred Bigfoot held a small rabbit, stroking it with immense, oddly delicate hands while sunlight filtered through leaves overhead. A huge arm cradles fur, caught in daylight. Soft movements repeat, filmed without tension. Its eyes remain calm, scanned under soft shade. Some theorists speculate this rare gentleness may reveal a species-level duality, capable of explosive strength yet moderated by surprising instinctual care, hinting at complex emotional structures beneath the monstrous exterior, perhaps shaped by social bonds or parental behavior. If a creature this strong can handle something so fragile, what hidden intelligence governs its restraint? Canyon runner sighting. Across a sun-baked slope patterned with scrub and stone, a distant dark figure sprinted uphill with uncanny speed, covering ground faster than any known wildlife. A long stride launches, caught from afar. Dust kicks behind, filmed in heat shimmer. The torso leans forward, scanned across rock. Biomechanists believe this uphill acceleration suggests tendon recoil far beyond human capability, anatomy built for shock absorption and rapid elevation gain, like a cross between a mountain goat and a sprinter, but scaled to over 2 meters in height. If this is its climbing speed, how fast could it descend when pursuing something? Redwood brood emergence. In dense green underbrush, a massive figure with deep chestnut fur stepped forward, pushing aside branches as if they were nothing more than cobwebs. A broad chest expands, caught in filtered light. Hands sweep foliage, filmed with effortless force. Its head tilts slightly, scanned through brush shadows. Experts suggest its fur density and shoulder width imply an apex forager adapted to rugged terrain, moving with deliberate power rather than stealth. Shoulders like stacked logs. Forearms thick as tree limbs, built for dominance in contested territory. If it emerges this boldly in daylight, what does its presence in total darkness look like? Even if each clip lasts only a few seconds and the footage is shaky or blurred, one thing remains undeniable. The world is still far bigger than what we think we understand. Those fleeting silhouettes, the heavy footsteps echoing through the trees, the strange shapes moving just outside the frame, all of it reminds us that there are mysteries living beyond the reach of science and certainty. Maybe Bigfoot is only legend, or maybe it's the missing piece of something far more extraordinary. But it's the curiosity, the thrill of the unknown, and the quiet chill that runs through us when we replay these moments that make the journey worthwhile. If you love exploring the unexplained, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mystery Footage Uncovered so you never miss a discovery. Together, we'll keep searching for the truth just beyond the shadows.